सच होने की खातिर जो सपने कीमत मांगेंगे, जाग के रातें कीमत भर देना। TDS, this is the third class. Almost we have come to the end of this DT Sarathi live batch. Done? Good morning all of you. So here we are. कभी कभी नहीं समझ में आया ना तो जो भी बोलना है वो गा लेना. So that takes a different tone. Like some of the students are, ma'am, today also you are teaching TDS. क्या करें? It is of 8 marks. I can complete it in 1 class. I can complete it in 2 class. This time I am taking 3 class because for every TDS section, important ones we took problem. 194 IB, rent, we took problem. 194N, cash withdrawal above 1 crore. We took up so many examples because there's amendment. Online gaming, we have done one problem, right? So very important. If you ask me, ma'am, itne sare sections kaise yaad rakhna hai? I do agree. When I'm a teacher, I'm a student also first. I'm also learning all this along with you. So the trick is, once you know everything, important ones you have to repeat. So like you were doing in your school days, it really works. It really works. Some students are taking the sketchbook and writing the notes. Now don't say ki time nahi hai. Jitna time you will spend in learning, no, that same time you can spend here in learning this. So just important sections like 194N cash withdrawal, 194P senior citizen, 194S R perquisite, 194S online gaming. Like this important amended sections, just write the sections and some limits or whatever in a colored way or plain way. जैसे लिखना है 10 मिनट लगेगा and put a stick on in front of your desk. Keep looking at it. You know, dear students, how do you look at it? Like school days में नहीं पसंद था, but then we have done chemistry. Chemistry किए हैं या नहीं आप सबने school days में? हाँ? So that's the same way we need to do this. Okay? And I'm always there. What I have decided with the feedback all of you are giving in the GST class this evening also. We have learned TDS in detail in this DT Sarathi practice batch. We will take up one more live class next week exclusively for TDS TCS revision. There I'll not do the problems now. I'll tell you the tricks how to remember this. Okay? Right. We have finished 2 classes for TDS. Now we have to do TCS right now. And then I will revise 1 or 2 very important sections of the TDS, which 110%. You know how much is the weightage of TDS chapter, Vita? Huh? 4 bit, 8 marks. Or 3 bits, 2 marks each, that is 6 marks. And 2 marks they will ask in MCQ. Below 8 is never the weightage of TDS. You ask layman, your parents or anyone at home, Papa, what do you know in income tax? He'll say tax rates and the TDS rates, right? So that important. This topic is then spare more time. Clubbing and set off, padna, likhna, learn karna, problem solving, everything was over in 2 hours, no, one full chapter. So for this chapter, when you know the weightages, give more time. Chale saath mein. So right now I'm beginning very quickly. I think I'll not need more than half an hour for the TCS part. Only section which is amended in the TCS this financial year is your overseas tour package. And one more reminder, whether you are writing CA exam or CMA exam, May 24 CA's RTP I have solved. I want every student listening to me to solve that RTP along with me. It's a live detailed video because whatever are the amendments, no, they are applied over there. आर यू ऑल गेटिंग? जितने अमेंडमेंट्स है ना उनको अप्लाई किए हैं वहां, ठीक है? सो एप्लीकेशन ऑफ अमेंडमेंट्स विच इज इंपॉर्टेंट. गुड मॉर्निंग, गुड मॉर्निंग, कीप ज्वाइनिंग, गुड मॉर्निंग ऑल ऑफ यू. अब रोज क्यों बोलना है? So many of you are there, no? We are taking these classes live in YouTube, not recorded. So just hit the like button, subscribe the channel. Next week you will get notification when I'm taking live class for the gist of TDS TCS. And yay, we have come to the end of the series of fast track batch. Two more classes I need. One is return of income and one is total income. Total income class, whenever you get, are you all connected in WhatsApp and Telegram for the schedules? Total income problem is like connecting and knowing how to read the question, how to interpret it in the mind and how to produce here. है ना? Right? So that's what is the total income problem. तो इसको साथ में करते हैं, चलो सब. TDS, let us start now. Total income class will be on next week. You will get the message in Telegram and WhatsApp, and Telegram link is there in any of the videos here. Yeah, I know someone was saying it's expired link. I'll see if I can put up the link again. अब वो डायरी में लिखना पड़ेगा ना. आपकी तरह मैं भी डायरी मेंटेन करती हूँ कि जो जो काम है उसमें लिख दो, so that my mind is empty and quality good coaching I can give. Yes. So what is TDS? I am generating 100 rupees income for you. It's your income. 10 rupee I will deduct and pay to government, and 90 rupees I'll give it to you. TCS. Tax collected at source is usually collected by the seller. One of the TCS section already we have done with TDS. 194Q or 206C1H. So here what happens, seller is saying, okay, 100 rupees gold goods I have sold you, Dipti ma'am, pay me 100 and pay me extra on that tax collected at source, and he will pay to government and give me the certificate. So in TDS it is 100 minus 10, 90. In TCS it is 100 plus 10, 110. Clear to all of you? But so many times the seller also collects GST. Then along with GST, this is charged. Okay, right. GST part again, I'll clear it if you have a doubt. Let us check up now tax collected at source. Yeah, there's a common procedural part also. Jitna important hai, I will make you do. Aajao. See the example on screen. Keep the light bar, ye chat box active. All clear or not? Put me a message. All clear. Not clear. Huh? Even if you're watching as recording, you can comment below the video. TDS is 100 minus 10. 90. TCS is 100. And on that say GST. Seller selling tendu leaves. You know, tendu leaves are used to make tobacco, pan masala, gutka, all. So on that TCS is there. 110. Right? So now TCS is collected 10%. Or say 5% they have given here. So on 110, 5% is 5.5. So in short, whenever I have taught you, dear students, last 3 days, TDS is never collected on GST. For example, on rent, 1 lakh, GST is 18,000. So TDS is deducted on rent of only 1 lakh. हाँ, up to 2,50,000 rent पे TDS नहीं है 240 तक, but just an example. Are you getting what I want to say? Tax is deducted on the income, and income for you is rent, not the GST. Is this clear? Right? Okay. Yeah, after this we will also do. पहले इससे शुरू करके today in the end of the class we are doing section 10AA and alternative minimum tax. Okay? चलो ठीक है. So what I want to say is TDS is deducted, say even if it is 10% on 1 lakh and not 1,18,000. Whereas TCS is collected on sales inclusive of GST. Okay. Seller will give certificate of TCS 5.5. Buyer can say my tax is 50 rupees. अब TDS है मेरा 5 रुपए, TCS है मेरा 10 रुपए, advance tax है 15 and rest I'll pay self assessment. So like TDS and advance tax, TCS is also deducted. Okay. Now seller of certain goods are required to collect the TCS. What are they? TCS is collected on alcoholic liquor for human consumption at the rate of 1%. Tendu leaves, highest rate of TCS, 5%. Timber obtained under forest lease and timber obtained under any other mode, 2.5%. Any other forest products is all 2.5%. Scrap, whenever someone is selling scrap, they will collect 1% TCS. Minerals, coal, lignite, 1%. See, these are also called as sin goods in GST. In pay, I don't know if you all can correlate this. In GST, we have studied a term called as goods compensation cess. Goods compensation cess is like surcharge. It is charged on goods, say on the GST part. Followed or not? GST is charged on product, and above that, on the product value, the goods compensation cess is also charged. So this goods compensation cess is like charged on what product? Those which are luxury goods, right? Cigarettes and all this, minerals, core, lignite. Same goods पे TCS भी लगता है 1%. Lease and license of parking lot 2%. Just listen to it. I know that it's not possible to remember all the rates. When I move ahead in the class, it will be clear. Sale of the motor car above 10 lakhs, 1% TCS is collected. This one is going to come in exam. Overseas remittance by authorized dealer above 7 lakhs. You know who are the overseas remittance? Authorized dealers who exchange dollars into rupees and rupees into pounds and all. Seller of overseas tour package also 5%. Where the amount is remitted above 7 lakhs, again loan taken for overseas education. Now you have taken education loan for overseas and amount is remitted above 7 lakhs. Okay, currency you are exchanging. Then on that 0.5%. Why 0. Emotion? No, it's only for education purpose. Sale of the goods exceeding 50 lakhs, 206 C1H versus 194Q. 194Q is I am a buyer, my last year's turnover is above 10 crore. Whatever I purchase above 50 lakhs, 0.1% TDS, I'll deduct and pay. 206 C1H seller. Seller is saying my turnover is also more than 10 crore. I have sold you more than 50 lakhs. I will collect 0.1% TCS. Either this or this, both will not come. Okay. This discussion we have done in the second video, so I can afford to go little fast. अच्छा है, clear है, चलो आगे करते हैं. See, this is the gist table. Now let us do it in detail. Sale of certain goods. Okay. Now here, what is the highest rate of TCS? Tendu leaves, from which cigarettes and pan masala, and that is 5%. Then all the jungle products, timber and all forest product, 2.5%. Okay. Rest all is 1%, except the overseas tour package and remittance. Okay. So these are some gist ways. If you don't remember, no problem. We'll learn it. TCS in case of 1 to 7 above, not applicable if goods are purchased for personal consumption. 1 to 7. Alcoholic liquor for human consumption. In trading, see, seller is selling to a buyer. Buyer is having a liquor shop. So TCS will be collected. But when buyer is giving to customer liquor, then TCS is not collected. So I want to repeat, TCS is not collected on the retail sales of alcoholic liquor, tendu leaves, timber, scrap, minerals. Ma'am, fir kya? Then in that case, clearly they have said TCS is not applicable in case of resident buyer if buyer furnishes declaration to the effect that goods are to be utilized for the purpose of manufacturing. So manufacturers who buy tendu leaves, उनको भी TCS नहीं लगता है. Those end users who buy, no. Then for whom? Okay. No TCS is applicable to resident buyer who buys it for the purpose of manufacturing and generation of power and not for trading purpose. In short here, ये सबको bracket में डाल के लिखो. TCS applicable only for traders. Traders who sell the scrap, who buy the scrap, yes. Traders who buy tendu leaves and sell it to manufacturer. See, I'm buying the tendu leaves from forest people and I'm selling it to manufacturer. So when I'm doing the trading, that time manufacturer will collect TCS. Is my speed fine? Are you all following? Huh? Once again, see, TCS is not applicable when the sales is for personal or retail consumption. TCS is not applicable when manufacturing, processing purpose you are buying all this. TCS is applicable only for trading purpose. Applicable. TCS applicable. ऐसे लिखो ना, please. Put it in circle and write so that the gist you remember. 2 minutes. I'll get my water bottle, read it. If you have any doubt, ask. पूछो, कोई भी डाउट है तो पूछो. So what did I say? On the above products, alcoholic liquor for human consumption, tendu leaves, timber, scrap, minerals, TCS is collected by the seller only when he is selling to a buyer who is buying for trading purpose. Yeah, then buyer is buying and giving to manufacturer, no problem. But I am buying from you for trading it to a manufacturer or to a retailer or anything. So in only in case of trading, TCS is applicable. Okay. Definitions, I think you can read now who is seller and all. To individual and HUF, it is applicable only if their turnover exceeds 1 crore or gross receipts exceed 50 lakhs. License or lease or parking lot toll plaza. Every person who grants a license, otherwise than any right or interest in any parking lot, toll plaza, mine or quarry, okay, to another person for use of the parking lot or toll plaza or mine or quarry for the purpose of business. The tax shall be collected as provided by the from the licensee or the lessee at the rate of 2% at the time of debiting the amount or receipt, whichever is earlier. Now see, we all know, let us go to the Hyderabad, Secunderabad stations. Okay. So this is a lessor. You all know who is a lessor? Who's the owner of the plot. He gives the parking lot to a contractor. कि you ask अपने बंदे को वहां बिठा दो, let him collect the contractor, you collect the money and you collect the money from the passengers. Those passengers who are parking the vehicle will pay the money to lessee and lessee will pay the lease amount to the lessor. So lessor will collect. Every person who grants the lease to another person will collect 2% TCS. 2% TCS lesser will collect from the lessee. Who is lessee? Not passenger, contractor. Contractor को दे देते हैं ना स्टेशन के बाद, this parking lot you take care. Just understand it and apply it. You will be able to do. As a teacher, I am only not teaching 100%. I am being very honest. जो चीज आपको बहुत 100% पढ़ा के लर्न करा देना था, that was salary chapter, leave salary, your allowances. Then coming to deductions, ATC, ATD, I have made you learn ATTTA, ATTTB, because that you have to do and then you get marks. This just knowing is enough. Okay? When there's a sale of motor car above 10 lakhs, you go to a showroom and you buy Innova Krista for 30 lakhs. The showroom people will collect TCS. Who is showroom people? They are the who they are the seller, right? So every person being a seller who receives an amount for sale of motor car value exceeding 10 lakh shall at the receipt of amount collect tax 1% from the sale consideration. Buyer means a person who obtains in any sale goods of the nature but does not include central government, state government, local authority, public sector. To them, TCS is not applicable. You buy the cars, you have to pay the tax. Okay? We'll go to the most important amendment in the TCS, which is 100% going to come in the exam, and that's about overseas. ये छोटा छोटा है, इसको complete कर लेते हैं, and then we are doing AMT. There's an amendment in section 10AA also. That also I'll tell you how to do. ठीक है? चलो. So seller means central government. Seller and buyer's definition, I think you can read it. Anyone selling a motor car above 10 lakhs should collect the TCS at the rate of 1%. Okay, right. Now these are, clarifications. CBTT has come up with so much of clarifications for 194R, for 20,000 ke above perquisite, 194Q, 50 lakhs ke above purchases. So like that, they have come up with some clarifications that whether TCS is 1% on the motor vehicle at retail level or at manufacturer to distributor level, at all the levels, all. High value with the net tax of 2 has been amended. Seller shall collect 1% on purchase of motor vehicle exceeding 10 lakh. This is brought to cover all the retail sales, and accordingly it will not apply on the sale of motor vehicle by manufacturer to distributor. See, manufacturer is Ford company. Distributors are Ford Hyderabad. They are the distributors. वहाँ पे TCS नहीं लगेगा. Ford Hyderabad, when it is selling to customer EcoSports of above 10 lakhs wala model, it will collect tax. Whether TCS is on sale of motor vehicle is applicable to luxury car, any car above 10 lakhs. Is it applicable on each sale of the motor vehicle or aggregate? Sab mila ke each. Each vehicle sold above 10 lakhs, TCS is applicable. Whether TCS 1% on motor vehicle is applicable in case of individual, yeah, right, the seller has given case, shall be applicable in case of sale of motor vehicle. Accordingly, an individual who is liable to audit as per the provisions of 44AB, ठीक है. Whoever is selling will collect. Will you collect it from individual also? Yes. हाँ, but if जो distributor है, manufacturer से जो distributor है, if he is an individual, then he will collect the TCS only when his books of accounts are audited. See, again, I am reminding the same thing I told in TCS also. Now TCS to individual and HUF, TCS provisions as a collector, as a deductor are applicable only when books of accounts are audited. And when they'll be audited, when your turnover exceeds 1 crore, or if you're in a profession, your gross receipts exceed 50 lakhs. Simple. How would the provisions of TCS on sale of motor vehicle be applicable in case where part of the payment is made in cash and part is made by check? Above 10 lakhs, TCS कटेगा, आप कैसे भी pay करो. And because these all are business assets, we want to claim depreciation. No one will pay 10,000 above amount in cash. Am I right? गाड़ी की वैल्यू 10 लाख रुपए आप कैश में कहां, और अगर खरीदते भी हो तो भी TDS TCS इज एप्लीकेबल. दिस वन इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इसको 5 स्टार खिलाओ, किटकैट खिलाओ, इक्लेस खिलाओ, डेयरी मिल्क खिलाओ. This is going to come in exam. Those who have attended my tax amendment lecture 1 and 2, already we have done this. Let us do it more. An application of this I have covered in May 2024 RTP, must solve for all the students. Dear students, I am telling you, I teach offline to CMA students, also separately CA students. So I know how questions are being repeated from year to year. तो अमेंडमेंट का एप्लीकेशन सब लोग पढ़ो, ठीक है. अच्छा, now 206C1G, overseas remittance on overseas tour package. First of all, who is the authorized dealer? Authorized dealer is a registered person who will convert the currency for you. Suppose I want to go to USA. I know that I need to spend 10 lakh rupees for my USA trip. And rupees तो नहीं चलेगा, वहां तो dollars लगेगा. So you will go to authorized dealer to convert the currency. He will take his commission and give you the money. But when you are converting currency, say above 7 lakh rupees, what the authorized dealer's mind will say, oh, Dipti ma'am is converting currency above 7 lakh rupees and above 2 lakh 50,000 taxes payable. She is earning good. Your responsibility to collect the tax also from me, pay to government and give me the certificate. Is this clear to all of you? समझ रहे हैं या नहीं? हाँ, ये कस्टमर हैं, ये जा रहे हैं 7 लाख रुपए लेके ऑथोराइज डीलर. Authorized dealer currency he will convert, plus he will collect TCS paid to government. And who can claim this TCS? Customer, while filing their return. Clear to all of you? Thank you so much who all are watching without me being repeatedly saying. You all are putting a like, hit button, subscribe, because we are going to do in one single class gist of TDS TCS. And when you get a message in WhatsApp challengers or Telegram group that I'm taking total income problem, trust me, ask all your friends also to join. You will get an amazing grip and mindset how to solve the total income problem. These all are lined up in the next week, but evening every day we are taking GST class. So the schedule you will be getting in WhatsApp and Telegram. Chalo. Who is authorized dealer? Who converts the currencies. Okay. He is supposed to collect the TCS. Clear? Now, there are changes here, especially in the middle of the year, September 23, where the amount is purchase of overseas tour package program. Overseas tour package program is 7 days and 6 nights. We want to go to Vietnam. So our lodging, boarding, our sightseeing, everything will be taken care, right? So for that, overseas tour package we have taken from the authorized dealer and we have paid him the amount. Then whatever amount we have paid, see, overseas tour package is a luxury. इंडिया में घूमने के लिए क्या कम है कि आपको इंडिया से बाहर जाना है? जाओ. Now people are fond to go to Indonesia and Kazakhstan and all. Jao, no problem. Then whatever currency you exchange, 5% of that amount is collected extra. Say you exchange 2 lakh. 2 lakh ka 5% is 10,000. He will collect from you 2 lakh 10,000. 10,000 TCS he will collect and pay to government. He will exchange the currency, charge his commission and pay you back. See, for overseas tour package, 7 lakh limit is not there. It will come ahead. Overseas tour package, whatever package you take, 5% of the amount. Can you all please comment in the chat box? Are you all writing CA exam or CMA exam or both exam, or how? So that we can definitely help you better. है ना? चलो. Likes तो you all are doing, but if I say comment ना, नहीं करते हैं. That expression is missing. Whatever, it's clear, it's not clear, it's helpful, whatever way. Chalo. So overseas tour package, the rate of TCS collected is 5%. So 2 lakh agar exchange karate ho to 10,000 extra you will have to pay. And above 7 lakhs, whatever you do, currency exchange on that, TCS is collected at the rate of 20%. 10 lakh रुपए currency if you exchange. Up to 7 lakhs, 5%. Remaining 3 lakh pay 20% they will collect from you, pay to government. Yeah, I am exchanging the currency, I can use it while paying my tax, but abhi to TCS cut jayega. Clear? Chalo, next. Remittance for the purpose of education or medical treatment of for any other purpose up to 7 lakhs. So if you are converting the currency for educational purpose, or someone is going to foreign country for medical treatment or for any other purpose up to 7 lakhs, no TCS. Now, remittance for the purpose of education or medical treatment in excess of 7 lakhs, 5%. Are you getting? Now here there is no September wala. Again emotional. Education, good cause. Medical treatment, good cause. 7 lakh tak, no TCS. Beyond 7 lakh, 5%. 20% wala didn't come. This one is only amendment because it's a luxury. Going out for education and medical treatment, 7 lakhs nil. Beyond 7 lakh, 5%. But going out for overseas, then up to 7 lakhs, 5%. उसके बाद 7 lakhs के बाद 20% होगा from 1st October 2023. Followed or not? So even overseas tour package, say if you have converted it in May 23, even if it is 10 lakhs, it will be 5%. September के बाद the extra whatever you do for the whole year, the limit is 7 lakhs tak 5%. Beyond that 20%. Okay, let me complete. I'll help you how to remember this. Remittances for the purpose of education or medical treatment in excess of 7 lakh, 5%. Now, remittances for the purpose other than education or medical treatment in excess of 7 lakhs. Okay. Now what they are saying, this एक और काम कर सकते हैं कि हम इसका फ्लो चार्ट भी बना सकते हैं. Remittance for the purpose other than, ये any other purpose नहीं आएगा यहाँ, निकाल दो इसको, नहीं तो कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है. Remittance for the purpose other than education and medical up to 7 lakhs nil. Oh, it's any other purpose भी up to 7 lakhs तो nil ही है ना. I missed it kids, up to 7 lakhs तो फिर no problem. up to 7 lakhs कोई भी purpose के लिए आप withdraw कर रहे हैं, no problem. Beyond 7 lakhs, if you are withdrawing for education and medical treatment, it's 5%. For other purpose, 5% up to in excess of the 7 lakhs, and 1st October के बाद 20%. Once again, up to 7 lakhs, you withdraw the money for, say you convert the currency, give the remittance for any purpose, education, medical, any purpose, up to 7 lakhs, no problem. Beyond 7 lakh for medical reason, 5% in excess of 7 lakhs. For other reason, for remittance for other than education and medical, up to 7 lakhs, nil. Beyond 7 lakhs, 5% up to 30th of September or बाद में 20%. Clear? Overseas tour package. सितंबर तक 5%, बाद में 20%. Last one, this is still emotional, dear students. Remittance is a loan obtained from a financial institution as defined in 80E, E for education. You have taken education loan, then interest is allowed for 8 years. Yeah, for the purpose of education and all. Kitna? 7 lakhs. Tak, no problem. In excess of 7 lakhs, you are converting the currency to remit the amount for educational purpose by taking a loan. That loan, when you are converting, then it is 0.5% in excess of 7 lakhs. ये सब जगह सेम है, 0.5% in excess of 7 lakhs. अब इसको याद करने के लिए एक फ्लो चार्ट बना लेते हैं जल्दी से. See, here also no TCS up to 7 lakhs. Medical, education, any other purpose, education loan, kahin pe up to 7 lakhs, no TCS. Yeah, beyond that, if it is for the purpose of education or medical treatment, it's nil. If it is for the other purpose, okay, then 5% in excess of 7 lakhs up to here, and then 20%. And always it is 0.5% if you are remitting the loan. Who are authorized dealer, who are registered with the FEMA for an overseas tour package stay and all. TCS is collected at above rate by debiting or at the time of the receipt of the amount, whichever is early. Whenever they debit in our account, party to their income currency exchange. 7 lakh limit is combined threshold limit for all the remittances. I have taken 3 lakh for the medical treatment, 5 lakh for the loan, education loan. So this 7 lakh limit is not individual for medical, for education, for loan. No, it's combined treatment. जहां पे 7 lakhs हो गया, start with 5%. And if that story is after 1st October, then start with 20%. Clear to all of you? बोलो. I know कि थोड़ा टेक्निकल है, अब इसको याद रखने के लिए कुछ ट्रिक बनाना होगा. Only change is here, so I want all of you to highlight this. I know I'm going little in depth, but अच्छा है. Oh, this is, see, there is amendment in the e-commerce operator also. आजा. Have we written the notes for TDS? हाँ? याद है आपको मैंने ऐसे ग्रुपिज्म करके बताया था. ऑल कमीशन एक साथ, 194 INB एक साथ, 194 Q versus 206 C1H. All this we have written in the last class. Now I want all of you to write this. Overseas tour package. 206C 1G 1H. Next wala, it will come. Write down please all of you. Overseas remittance. Overseas remittance. Now there is an amendment only in overseas tour package. up to 30th of September, 5%. No 7 lakhs limit नहीं. Overseas tour package is a luxury. तो 7 lakhs emotion है ही नहीं. 5% TCS लगेगा. Whatever you convert the currency. After 1st October और afterward अच्छा नहीं है. From you can write 5% up to 7 lakhs. 20% greater than 7 lakhs. Are you writing with me? Even however well you have followed, don't sit idle. When Dipti ma'am is writing, you also write it. Overseas tour package is a luxury. So TCS is required to be collected even below 7 lakhs. So अगर सितंबर है तो 5% है. सितंबर के बाद, अक्टूबर के बाद, if you convert the currency up to first 7 lakh, 5%. 20% beyond 7 lakh. This is overseas tour package. Okay. Now, remittance for medical treatment. Remittance is for medical treatment और educational purpose के लिए. इंडिया से बाहर पढ़ने भेज रहे हैं आप. Right. Up to 7 lakhs. Nil. Greater than 7 lakhs. 5%. You are getting the money converted for education or health reason up to 7 lakhs nil. Beyond 7 lakhs. October and all that story doesn't come. Now, remittance for education loan. Education loan आप ले रहे हो. If you have taken education loan, up to 7 lakhs, nil. Greater than 7 lakhs, 0.5%. Ma'am, for education treatment and all, it is 5%. But for education loan, under section 80E, interest you get a deduction. For that, you are taking 0.5%. Yeah, because it's for a good cause, no? Education के लिए. Medical treatment तो और अच्छा है. अब, other than this, for any other purpose. Remittance for any other purpose. Say purchase of machinery, business के लिए, या कोई भी. तो up to 30th of September. What is the rule, you know? Up to 30th of September. Up to 7 lakhs, nil. Greater than 7 lakhs, 5%. Are you all writing with me? I know it's tedious, but if it comes in case studies or MCQ, क्या करेंगे? क्योंकि amendment है. तो इसको ऐसे chart, flow chart also. Like I could have made flow chart also. I made this way table because I felt it clear. Just click the picture, इसको print निकाल लो, चिपका दो. 4 दिन देखते रहो. गाना गाते हैं ना आप पढ़ाई के बीच में. Do you sing? Yeah, you can sing and learn. Overseas remittance for any other purpose up to 7 lakh nil, beyond 7 lakh, it's 5%. After, this trouble is only for this year. After 1st October 2023, after 1st October 2023, up to 7 lakhs. 5%. Greater than 7 lakhs, 20%. Exactly same because it's a luxury. Overseas tour package up to 5%, 7 lakhs. Beyond that, 20%. Overseas, there is no 7 lakh limit only here though. TCS तो लगना ही है या ये. Same way for any other purpose. Earlier it was up to 7 lakhs nil, then 5%. Now up to 7 lakh 5%, then 20%. And if it is for educational purpose, then up to 7 lakhs nil, beyond that 0.5%. If it is for medical treatment and education, this was education loan. This is education purpose. Writing उतनी अच्छी नहीं है ना. Nil and 5% medical treatment. Okay, all clear to all of you, so that we can go and do the AMT part. I went very slow for this part. Anyone is having doubt, then comment. So many of you are attending live, then comment all clear, ma'am. See, it takes gut to attend these live classes. हाँ मैं बाद में सुन लूंगी 1.5 speed से. I don't know. I am only going fast. If you try to listen my videos at 1.5, मैंने खुद भी कोशिश की. You might understand, but you will not learn the things for sure. Finished, all of you? आ जाओ. Cases where no tax is to be collected, no TCS by authorized dealer on amount in respect to which sum has been collected by the seller, no TCS if buyer is liable to deduct TDS. See, I am to selling currency to you, dollars. But if you are already paying the TDS somewhere else, then also it will not come. TCS और TDS में अगर TDS deduct हो रहा तो नहीं लगेगा. If the buyer is central government, high commission, legate and all, don't charge. However, it is notified that 206C1G would not be applicable to a person being a buyer who is a non-resident and who does not have a PAN in India. उसको TCS नहीं लगेगा. चलो, this one we have already done yesterday. You are a seller and you sell above 50 lakhs. So 0.1%. If you are asking the buyer to give PAN and he is not giving, then 1%. There it is 5%. है ना? चलो. Message me if it is all clear or not. See, we also need some motivation. If it is online class में इतना नहीं पूछूंगी because I can see your faces. आपके faces पे TV screen की तरह एक screen चलती है. Who is understanding, who is not understanding, who is sitting in class and diverted. We can make out. But these are online live classes. So if you comment, that gives us also boost that things are clear. Chalo, 5 minutes more and we are done with this topic. The next one says, yeah, collection, remittances and returns. Okay. What does that say? Procedural part. That whatever TDS you have deducted, you have to remit by 7th of the next month, and TCS quarterly statement you have to submit. So if it's April, May, June, 15th July. वही अगर TDS है तो 31st July. ये 15th October तो 30th October, 31st October, 31st Jan. May है 15th May. तो 31st May. March here also 1.5 months and here 2 months are given for submitting the statement because you are clearing it. Yeah, because you are clearing it. Usually there are too many payments in the month of March. And a certificate of TCS is also given. See, procedural part, can we go back all of you with me? कल ही हमने थोड़ा सा किया भी था. You remember I have solved this interest problem. If anyone has missed yesterday's class, Pause the video and solve it. Same problem can come. The date I have to deduct and pay to government, if I don't do that, my expense is disallowed and I'll have to pay interest 1% per month. And after deducting, if I keep it in my pocket and if I don't pay, it's a crime, 1.5%. है ना? चलो. Time limit for submission of the quarterly statement. Due date for TDS 31st July. This is 15th July, 31st October, 15th October, Jan, 15th Jan, May, 15th May. Done? Okay. Interest part I'm skipping. Chalo. I want to take up one or two very nice amendment in the procedural part by way of 2 marks questions they are asking. Beta, 2 minutes. Dekho. Then we will go to the AMT. है ना? Chalo. Requirement to furnish the PAN. See, always I am saying I am the deductor. I am the payer. I am generating income for you. You are the deductee. You are the pay. So I will deduct out of 100 rupees, 10 rupees tax and pay to government and give you 90. This 10 rupees should be drop boxed in your account, and your account with department is linked with your PAN number. So I've been saying, give me PAN, give me PAN. And this person, deductee, is not bothered to give the PAN. Okay, 194C contract, the TDS rate is 2%. If you don't give the PAN, I will deduct TDS at double the rate or 20%, whichever is high. Jao, so jao. So the other person में आ रही, मैम अगर 100 rupees में आप 20 rupees TDS काट लोगे, whereas on commission it's only 2 rupees. 20 rupees if I मेरा tax ही नहीं है, again I'll have to wait for government to give me refund. Please wait. Within a week I'll give you PAN card. I'll take Tatkal PAN. This is how it works. So a deductee shall require to furnish PAN to the deductor, failing which tax shall be deducted at the higher of the following rates. Okay, right? What are the prescribed rates? मतलब suppose जैसे 194C में rate कितना है बेटा? 2%. At the rates in force, उस साल in that finance act, like in the COVID time, TDS, TCS rates were reduced because people didn't have cash. Bank itna frequency nahi tha because of the COVID. So they said, chalo theek hai, koi nahi. Instead of 10%, you pay 7.5%. So like that, what's the rate in Finance Act? 2% or 20%, whichever is higher. Only in case of 194O, online business, e-commerce operator, 194Q, that is buyer, it will be deducted at 5% and not 20%. Are you all with me? Take your time. I can't say how the questions are so easy. If they ask in exam, so and so person deducted the tax at the rate of 20% because the other person did not give PAN. Is he right? Yes. Tax shall be deducted at the rate, and by deductee, deductor is invalid or declaration fine. Deductee can say that no, I don't have that much tax. You can deduct lower tax by giving some form and all. PAN shall also be mentioned in all the correspondence. If PAN provided to deductor is invalid or does not belong, it shall be deemed that he has not furnished and tax would be deducted in point number 2. Above provision will not be applicable to non-resident foreign company. अब कोई NRI इंडिया में आ रहा है, नहीं PAN दो 20%. किसने बताया? दीप्ति मैम. Deepti ma'am said, if you don't give your PAN, no deductee, we will deduct instead of 5%, 20% it is. That NRI is saying, I don't have any other income. In India, I don't have PAN. And only TDS I need to pay is 5%. I hope you are getting. So this provision is not applicable to non-resident foreign company where PAN is not available. Which point is important? First point. Deductee or payee, if you don't give me your PAN details, we will deduct the PAN at highest rate or double the rates. Done. एक और आ गया है. Higher rates of TDS for non-filers of income tax. Now, who are these non-filers? First of all, a person who has not filed the return of income for assessment year relevant to previous year prior to year in which tax is required to be deducted, for which time limit of filing the return has expired. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? Person who has not filed the return of income relevant to previous year prior to this previous year in which taxes abhi TDS काटना है, तो last year's return, okay, he has not furnished. He has not furnished the return for previous year immediately prior to previous year in which tax is to be deducted. So tax is to be deducted in 23, 24. So 22, 21. Okay, I have not changed the date here, but like 22, 23. Date is expired and he has not filed the return. And aggregate TDS TCS is more than 50,000. When your TDS TCS is deducted last year 50,000, why didn't you file your return? You are a defaulter. Then this year TDS is to be deducted for specified person. Who is a specified person? This defaulter. At twice the rate or the rate mentioned in the act of 5%. अगर 2% है तो उसका twice कितना होगा? 4%. Twice the rate of finance act 4% or 5%, whichever is higher. Shall I repeat this point? I have to deduct TDS now. Then prior to this, the year for which filing the return due date is over, 1 year, and you have not filed the return. And your TDS, TCS for that year was 50,000 or above, and you didn't file your return. You are a defaulter. Then now, instead of regular tax, we will deduct the TDS at double the rate of 5%. And if you don't give the PAN, then double the rate or 20%. If you are a defaulter, then double the rate or 5%. Like this you remove. Okay? Rest all is same. Distinguish between TDS and TDS. TDS is deducted from income. It is collected. It is the payer. यहाँ पे recipient example. I think you'll be able to do it. Same procedure. Oh, 1 second, dear students. What I want to say is this same procedure, what I explained you now. Literally, I could have said कि procedure कर लेना खुद से and all, but ऐसा नहीं होता. Return of income, advance tax, all will be taken together in the next class. And then last total income. है ना? चलो. So here, tax collected at source के पहले, what I was willing to show you is, this is 206 CAA के पास लिख दो TDS, 206 CC के पास लिखो TCS. Same section is for TCS. In case of TCS also, seller is shouting and saying to buyer, give me your PAN, give me your PAN. No, then I will collect the TCS at whatever rate or 20%. Oh my God, TCS, the highest rate is on Tendu leaves at 5%. And here you are collecting 20%. Followed? Same, exactly same section is there here. Clear? Collected to furnish, PAN to collector. If PAN is not furnished, then higher rate, same, 206C. And if the person is a defaulter, who has not submitted the return, okay, right. TDS, both you have to pay by 7th of the next month. In case of March, you get time till April. You have to take common TAN number for TDS and quote it everywhere. Yeah. If you don't submit that quarterly statement on time, then 200 per day is the penalty. Okay, right. That's all for the TDS and TCS. Huh? Generally, I do it in 2 classes. I took 3 classes today, but I hope things are very, very clear. Let us take a quick break of 2 to 3 minutes, and we are doing all the amendments of section 10. Section 10 पूरा करेंगे. Section 10 is very vast. We have already done a part of it in salary exemptions and minor. बहुत सारी जगह किया है. But I want to teach you section 10AA, export wala. Okay? Because that, if you know, then you can solve the problem of alternative minimum tax, AMT. Short question of 5 to 6 marks for this section 10AA and AMT. Anna? So with question answers, concept, everything, we'll do it after the break. The next class is going to be for return of income and your what did I say? Return of income and advance tax and interest. TDS, TCS is over, but you should know what are the 4 installments of advance tax and how 234 ABC interest is charged. Okay? And last 25th class will be for total income. So stay connected. In GST also 4 new topics are being added for these people, CA students, place of supply and all. For that also we will take it, right? Chalo, take a break very quickly and assemble back. सीधा साधा सारा सोना सीधा सीधा होना जी मैंने तुझको पाना है या तूने मैं तुझको राजी आजा दिल की करे सौदेबाजी क्या नाराजी करे आरे आरे सीधे साधे सारा सोना सीधा सीधा होना जी मैंने तुझको पाना है या तूने मैं तुझको राजी आजा दिल की करे सौदेबाजी क्या नाराजी करे आरे आरे सौदा है दिल का ये तू कर भी ले मेरा जहां बाहों में तू घर भी ले सौदे में दे कसम कसम भी ले आके तू निगाहों में सबर भी ले सौदा उड़ानों का है या आसमानों का है तारी मेरी भर भी ले सौदा तीनों का है बाबू का तीनों का है ले तू दे मेरी मैं तुम्हें घर भी ले सारा सारा सीधा सीधा होना जी मैंने तुमको पाना है या तुमने मैं तुमको राजी आजा दिल की करे सौदेबाजी क्या नारा करे आरे आरे दिल कहे तेरे मैं होठों से बातों को चुपके से लूटा
उस जगह धीरे से हौले से गीतों को अपने मैं दूं बिठा। ओ दिल कहे तेरे मैं होठों से बातों को चुपके से लूटा। उस जगह धीरे से हौले से गीतों को अपने मैं दूं बिठा। सौदा तरानों का है दिल के फसानों का है ले ले तराने में दे होठों पे धरती। सौदा जानों का है रोशन से का है ले जाने मेरे जा सादा सादा सोना सीधा सीधा होना जी। मैंने तुझको पाला है या तूने मेरे को खोला जी। आजा दिल की करे सौदेबाजी क्या अरे मैं कभी भूलूंगा ना तुझे चाहे तो मुझको देना भुला। आदत जैसी है तू सौदा करारों का है या आसमानों का है लेने करारे में पीने।
Okay, if you're watching this live or as recording, once this is uploaded, can you help me by putting the time when I'm starting with AMT? So many of you students have done it earlier, and thank you so much for that from the bottom of my heart. I can name them. Manoj is there, Anjana, you are there. You're always writing the duration. Okay, so that will help to many of the students. So let us start with section 10 now. It will not take more than half an hour to complete this topic. It's that simple for MCQs and 6 marks question and answers. Okay, right. Now what we are doing right now is, ye dekho, section 10 is lopsided. It is all in the favor of the SSC. It says, okay, or this income is exempt. On this income, you don't have to pay. So it's a big list. Ma'am, how do we remember? You don't have to remember. Already in other topics you have done. Right now, I directly want to start with section 10 double A because it has got a connection with the topic I want to take now, that is alternative minimum tax. Once I complete this important sections of 10, I will surely revise at the end. Clear to all of you, right? So from this financial year 23-24, what they have done is section 10 AA, you will not take it in the business head. Okay, ki this much income is exempt. You will take it as a deduction down the line. Clear to all of you? Yeah. Why so many of you are not writing the exam, huh? Messaging me now will not help. Ho gaya abhi. Those who have written the exam till capital gain, they have got the suggested answer also. I've been discussing also on Zoom. See, lot of efforts I take for setting the paper. Now you have to develop lot of courage to write the chapter wise exam. है ना? ठीक है? Right. 1 second, dear students. I was just searching because in the notes I have given section 10 ahead, but section 10AA from this year is a part of your deductions. In deductions chapter they are giving. That means even when you compute the total income, 1 second, dear students. Total income के problem करते वक्त section 10AA, don't take it up, take it down in the deductions. This is a very important amendment, and just give me 1 minute time. I will share the screen. We are doing section 10AA. हम क्यों कर रहे हैं बेटा? Because with this linked is AMT, alternative minimum tax. If it is a Word file, we can directly go to the page. Here it is taking little time. Yeah, I've given it there only, residential status ke baad, but actually now they have taken it into deductions. I hope that doesn't make a difference. Agricultural income, please message me. Have we completed in some of the lectures? Page number 51, all of you. Income that is exempt from tax. I will discuss gist of this later. Right now, what I am doing, very important aspect I am doing right now. Yeah, section 10AA. Okay, I want all of you to write here now. This is part of deduction. Means where you will park it from the gross total income, you have to minus section 10AA. Presentation is very, very important in the exam. From gross total income, you have to minus section 10AA. Okay, now what is 10AA? See, if you are exporting the goods from India, you are bringing the foreign currency in India, you are encouraging exports, you are getting dollars in India, and the currency value of Indian rupees will increase the more you export. So for that, government is giving tax holiday. Like we have Sunday holiday in concept classes. Like that tax holiday says, oh, you are doing a superb job. You are exporting. So whatever is your export profit, on that you don't have to pay any tax. But ma'am, what about DTAA? What is DTAA? ये टॉपिक का नाम आप फाइनल में पढ़ोगे ट्रांसफर प्राइसिंग में. But अभी with all the countries we have double taxation avoidance agreement. So you will pay the tax on world income only once. You can't be taxed. I'm getting this income in Singapore. Singapore government is saying tax do. दे दिया. To Indian government, now I'm resident and ordinary resident. So India will say pay tax again. No, I will get a relief. That we will see in final. Right now, the linked part is my export unit is located inside special economic zone and I am exporting. Out of 100 turnover, 80% of the turnover is exported. So out of the total profit, 80% of the profit will be exempt. For first 5 years, full profit exempt of proportionate export turnover. Why? Because you are doing a good job. You are bringing foreign currency in India. Is the logic clear or not? Next 5 years, 50% of the export profit is exempt. 50% you have to pay. The next 5 years, from 11 to 15th year, 50% of the export turnover or what do you call it? Yeah, amount translated to export reserve. There's a reserve in that you park the amount. Whichever is lower, you get a deduction. Clear to all of you how the tax holiday goes for section 10AA. Ma'am, but SEZ unit, has done a turnover of 100, only 80 lakhs they have exported. 20 lakhs they have sold in DTA. What is DTA? Domestic tariff area. So if they have sold it locally in India, 20 lakhs, that profit you have to pay full tax. Is it clear to you? So now let us quickly see in 5 minutes and apply this super duper knowledge. Section 10AA. New undertaking engaged in export. It's a manufacturing unit located inside SEZ. Goods are eligible for deduction if they are manufactured in SEZ. Deduction is for 15 years. In 5 years, deduction is allowed till limit not applicable. Quantum of deduction. Okay. Export turnover divide by total turnover into profit earned. Ma'am, until now, right from capital gain to costing classes, you have never asked us to learn a formula. So what is your total turnover? What is your export turnover? What is your total profit? What is your export profit? Total turnover is 100. Export turnover is 80. In total turnover, the profit is 35. Total turnover is 100. In that, the total profit is 35. Export turnover is 80. उसमें export profit कितना? Cross multiply. First 5 years, 100%. Next 5 years, 50%. Next 5 years, 50% or amount transferred to SEZ. Clear to all of you? Filing of return is not mandatory, but you need to get a certificate from a CA. That's what they have said. ठीक है, तो लेकिन ये रिटर्न तो फाइल करना पड़ता है जनरली प्रैक्टिकली, so that you claim all the benefit and the exemptions. Okay. Next, profit exempt, again that same formula is given. Profit of SEZ 35 into export turnover 80 divided by total turnover 100. Whatever is the answer, that profit is exempt. But export turnover, whatever this is, should be brought in India in convertible foreign exchange within 6 months from the end of the year. Suppose you have sold the goods in March 25th. You have not got the money in India right now. No problem. Within 6 months from the March, can you get the money in India? Yes. Right? Other conditions just are for reading, but we should have an idea that this SEZ export wala business should not be by splitting or reconstruction of existing business. Not more than 20% machinery should be imported and all, or previously used, right? Okay. Deduction in case of SEZ for the last 5 years. First 5 years, 100%. Next 5 years, 50%. After 10 years, the last 5 years is amount credited to Special Economic Zone Reinvestment Allowance Reserve for the purpose of acquiring new machinery, which is first put to use before the expiry of 3 years until the acquisition of the new machinery. So whatever amount you put in this reserve for the purpose of acquiring, which is first put to use. Okay. And this reserve amount you can use to purchase the plant and machinery because you've put the money in reserves. Okay. For the same, you will not claim any other deduction, ATIB or unabsorbed depreciation and losses and all. Okay. Right. Problem number 1 तो routine है, problem number 2 routine है. ये करते हैं. देखो. Pranay runs two industrial undertaking. A is SEZ and this is our DTA, matlab normal. Okay. The brief details are given to you. DTA to fully the profit will be taxable. GP minus expense. So this 4 lakhs you can write taxable. Are you getting? Huh. But coming to A unit, what is their domestic turnover? 10. What is their export turnover? 120. So what is their total turnover? 130. Total turnover. 130. And what is their net profit? GP minus expenses 30. Total profit. Now what is the export turnover? 120. So how much profit will be exempt? 12. In 130 total turnover, the total profit is 13 lakhs. So in 120, your export turnover, what is the export profit? 12. That is exempt under section 10AA. I'm writing exemptions, but I want all of you specifically to take it in deductions from this year. So what is the taxable profit? 1. और B यूनिट तो पूरा DT में तो पूरा taxable होगा. Brought forward loss last year of unit B is 3.2. Can you set off? Yes. And it is assumed that you are in the first 5 years. So 100% of the profit you are taking exempt. Had it between 6th to 10th year, 50%, 6 lakhs. Had it been between 11th and 15th year, then 6 lakhs or amount transport to export translation reserve, whichever is lower. Okay, right. 1 second. You got it? Yes, very clearly. There are so many problems you can do here. This next one you can do as homework. Fourth one. Homework, please do it and stay connected with me in Telegram, WhatsApp to clear all your doubts by voice note. Rudra Limited. Fifth problem I am doing. Rudra Limited's total sales is, can we do it in lakhs? It's in crores. 6 crores or 600 lakhs. Now whatever is the turnover in DTA, usko chhod do. But the total turnover is 600. Means can I say SEZ ka turnover hoga 400? Export sales total is 460. DTA वाले भी export कर ले रहे 160 का. So remaining 300 is SEZ. Net profit total is 80. But DTA ka profit is only 20. So my normal profit is 60. Calculate the eligible deduction under section. See, they are nowadays calling it deduction only. In the following situations. Okay? Right. Very easy problems are asked in exam for this also. Dekho. Rudra Limited has one of the unit. Okay? Huh. Now, if the eligible deduction under 10, if both units were set up in 2016, then it's 16 to 26. So then 50% of the profit will be exempt. If the unit is set up in 21 now, and right now it's 23, 24, 100%. है ना? अब देखो. Let us talk about SEZ units. What's the total turnover? 400. आ गया सबको? अभी I have done it here. Export turnover 300. What's the total net profit of the SEZ? 60. So can we say in special economic zone, total turnover is 400. Export turnover is 300. Total profit is 60. Export profit kitna? Total turnover in the SEZ. Don't bother about DTA. DTA की story अलग है, खत्म है. Bye bye. What's my total turnover in the special economic zone which is eligible for section 10AA deduction? Total turnover is 400. Export turnover is 300. Total profit is 60. Export profit kitna? 60 into 300 by 400, 45 lakhs. 45 lakhs profit ka 50% is exempt if this unit is set up in 2016 because we are in the 8th year. If this unit is set up in 21, then we are located here. abhi in the first 5 years. So 100% of the profit. No deduction is available for TTAA. Figures relating to SEZs are computed as total Rudra minus DTA. For the first 5 years, 100%, next 5 years, 50%. Easy. Exactly, we took 15 minutes to understand the concept of TTAA. So that with this, we can revise the alternative minimum tax. Yes, because we are here 5 minutes, can we spare to know other deductions also? See, we all know agricultural income is exempt under section 10(1). Partners and HUFs, because HUF or partnership firm is paying the tax at 30%. Partners, whatever profit they get, it's exempt. Like that, almost like all we have done somewhere or the else. Non-residents, whatever amount they have in the NRE account and they get interest on the notified bonds, it's exempt. Leave travel concession, exempt. This all you can leave. इतने कुछ याद नहीं रहने वाले. ये सब हमने किए हैं सैलरी चैप्टर में. Under section 10(10), gratuity is exempt up to 20 lakhs and all. Commuted pension is exempt. Leave salary is exempt. है ना? We have done all this. VRS is exempt. 10(10)CC. Tax paid by employer on the perquisite provided to employee is exempt in the hands of employee. Because in hands of employer only it's disallowed. We have done this in salary chapter. Any payment received on maturity of PPF, Sukanya Samruddhi scheme, RPF, National Pension Scheme, sub exempt. HRA is exempt under 10(13)A. Rent paid minus 10% of the salary, 50% of salary or actual HRA. Okay. 10(14) notified allowance, 100 for school, 300 for hostel. Scholarships given are exempt. MPs and MLAs receiving daily allowances are exempt. Reward, on the 26th of January, the Bal Award and also many awards, gallantry awards are given, bravery awards are given. So those awards are in cash also, 1 lakh rupees and all. All that is exempt. Paramveer Chakra and all. This is asked in exam, I don't know why. Individuals who are in Sikkim and they are getting income from any source by way of dividend, interest, exemption not applicable if Sikkim is woman who marries outside. Sikkim people coming in Hyderabad and selling momos and working here somewhere, opening a eatery, their income is not exempt. But Sikkim people working in Sikkim because it's hilly area and all, they are getting lot of income tax benefit. This income is exempt. Okay? So we have done this. I think if you check this exam question which has come in, gallantry award exempt, Sikkim is exempt, ये आप कर पाओगे. Directly, I want all of you to go back to alternative minimum tax, AMT. Alternative minimum tax. Residential status के पहले, where all 115 BAC and all. And I'll explain you the reason also why we are doing the AMT part. I think one problem I must have solved with all the 3 ways. Can you pay tax as per default tax regime? Up to 3 lakhs nil, 3 lakh to 6 lakh 5%, 6 lakh to 9 lakh 10%. है ना? Default tax regime. Okay? Pay the tax as per default tax regime. In exam, if they say, no, this person is opting out of the default tax regime, You can pay the tax as per normal tax regime. What is normal? Up to 2,50,000 in 250 to 5 lakh 5%, 5 lakh to 10 lakh 20%, and so ये हमारा हो गया normal tax regime or default tax regime. Now, if you have claimed Section 10AA exemption, your income was superb, huh? But because you said total profit, total turnover, export profit, you cross multiplied, you said exempt, you've reduced your profit. So government is saying minimum some income to you should show, no, and tax. So if you have reduced your income drastically because of Section 10AA exemption or because of 35AD, what is 35AD? In business head, if you are doing specified business like 2-star and above hotel, hospital, multi-speciality and all, right? Then how do we say? Yeah, your revenue and capital expenditure all are allowed. If you've practiced with me business head, you know that 35AD revenue and capital all expenses are allowed when you open a 2-star and above hotel, 100 bed के ऊपर multi speciality hospital, production of fertilizers, वो सब में, तो you will be into losses. Followed or not, you will be into losses. So these losses will, it will reflect over there. So now because of these losses, your income is reduced. Again government is saying, अरे बहुत ज्यादा income कर लिए, कुछ तो थोड़ा तो income बताओ, pay the tax. That's the concept of alternative minimum tax. So now what I'm teaching coming 5-10 minutes is surely going to come in MCQs. What are the cases wherein AMT is applicable? पहले वो तो देखें कि कौन से ऐसे केसेस हैं जहां पे आपको AMT एप्लीकेबल हो. Clear to all of you what I'm saying? Right, let us take that. It's there in your notes, just where total income problem are there. I'm on page number 27. Yeah, if you have claimed this is applicable to SSCs other than company. See, company को क्यों applicable नहीं है? Because for company you have MAT, minimum alternative tax. So AMT is applicable to all the SSCs who have claimed section 80 double J double A, 80 QQB, 80 double J double A, new employment you have generated 30%. 80 QQB, what is 80 QQB? Royalty. And section 10AA, these export and 35. So see, even in royalty and all, you are getting 3 lakh rupees deductions from your gross total income. If you are an author and you are getting royalty from the foreign country also in India, you are getting 3 lakh tak deduction. Section 10AA, all the export profit deduction, 35D and 80 double J double E. Provision shall not be applicable to individual HUF, AOP, BOI or AJP if adjusted total income does not exceed 20 lakhs. Ma'am, what is adjusted total income? I'll see. Just wait 2 minutes. Thank you for waiting. Are you getting what is 115 JC? JB is MAT. Those students who are in final, they will study. But this is alternative minimum tax. It is applicable to all the SSCs other than company. And to individual HUF and all, it is applicable only if the adjusted total income exceeds 20 lakhs. So, dekh lo. Exception is not applicable to the firm LLP. So फॉर्म LLP AMT लगेगा ही, 20 lakhs का लिमिट नहीं है. ठीक है. Now see, calculate your regular income and tax along with surcharge and cess. Okay. Then compare it with AMT. How to compute AMT? Total income of the SSC. Add back if you have taken deductions, royalty and all. Add back 35D. I told you revenue and capital expenditure. Laptop खरीदे, 2 star and above hotel open किए तो. So add back that deduction. But in that 35AD, what you add back, if there is a capital expenditure, keep patience. I'm just teaching you the format. अगर 50% में भी दिमाग में जा रहा है तो पॉज करो अभी, क्योंकि हम एक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करेंगे तो बिल्कुल क्लियर हो जाएगा. Under 35AD, I have claimed deduction for a laptop purchased for 1 lakh and other expenditure 50,000 revenue. So add back 1,50,000. Now, because capital expenditure is not allowed, but ma'am, this is a laptop. Can I claim 40% depreciation on the laptop? Yes. Deduction under section 10AA. Right? All this is like you will get a deduction. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? You will get adjusted total income. What is adjusted total income? If you have taken a deduction in 80JJAA, 80QQB, RRB, add back. If you have taken 35AD, add back. But when you add back 35AD, if there is a capital expenditure you have added back, you can deduct depreciation on that. Add back deduction you have claimed on section 10AA, export wala. Now what you get is adjusted total income. In case of individuals and all, if this adjusted total income is above 20 lakhs, you will get this benefit. Clear? Now, compute alternative minimum tax. What is the rate of AMT? 18.5% of adjusted total income, surcharge, health and education cess. Sub tax लगा के हम, not only tax. So AMTs on adjusted total income calculate 18.5%. If it is IFSC, then it is 9%. Okay. Now what's your regular tax? Step 1. What's your AMT? Step 3. Right? So A or G, whichever is higher. So if your regular tax is 7 rupees and AMT is coming to 3 rupees, तो regular tax ही pay कर दो. But उल्टा है, regular tax is 7, AMT is 13. Now your regular tax is less, but government is saying at least alternative minimum tax 13 you should pay. Can you take a tax credit of 7 rupees? See, if you're doing for the first time, I'm not going fast track, I'm going slow only with the concept. Work out one problem with me and it will be very clear to you. If G is higher than the AMT, credit can be availed. See, my tax was 7, but I ended up paying 13 because 13 is higher. Kam se kam. Regular tax is coming low because of all these deductions. And AMT is coming 13. So, अब मैं क्या pay करूँ? 13. But 13 minus 7. Will I be able to claim it here? Yes. And this tax credit can be carried forward for 15 years. ठीक है? इसको अभी अप्लाई करेंगे और एक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करेंगे. I'll come back to little procedural part बाद में. First, let us apply this. See, Sajal has got income. अच्छा ma'am, all the 3 will come in exam. Not necessary. I'm not doing any export business. I have not employed 80JJ new royalty. हाँ, मैं सिर्फ 35, because I took 35AD, my regular income and tax is low. So add back 35D. So what I want to say is all the 3 may not come in exam. Is that part also clear to all of you? All the 3 may not come in exam. Thank you so much to all of you. They'll say you have put a like. Hope you have subscribed to the channel. So whenever we are taking live classes, I don't know, earlier I used to do, but now that mindset is अब इसको record करो, फिर मेरी टीम को बोलो लोगो डालो, ये करो, अपलोड करो, उससे तो हम सीधा पढ़ा लेंगे, है ना? वही अच्छा है ना? but you all are not commenting, हाँ? वो तो एक है, आप कमेंट तो नहीं कर रहे हैं कि all clear या not clear, कुछ भी. चलो, कोई बात नहीं. So what is your adjusted total income? Regular income में add back these deductions if you have taken, and on adjusted total income calculate 18.5%. Let us do one simple problem which is asked so much in CMA exam. I have picked up from past CMA exam only. Sajal has 45 lakhs and one of his business is eligible for 100% profit in 80 IB. The profit from such a business included in the business income is 20 lakhs. So 20 lakhs profit he has taken. 80 IB and IA and all these are like manufacturing units, exporting units and all. So what is taxable income? 25 lakhs. And Sajal is individual. So first 250 nil, next 5%, 20%, and tax RI 5,85,000. Now compute the tax if he has no other income and he does not opt for 115 BAC default tax regime. Now, what is his total income? 25 lakhs. But after 80 IB deduction, see, you have to take any deduction from 80H to 80 RRB. 80H to 80 RRB. Not ATC, ATD, huh? So now what's the total income? 25 lakhs. Add back, you have taken the deductions of 80 IB. And now this is 45 lakhs. So on 45 lakhs, 18.5%, 8,32,000. Surcharge is not there because the income didn't exceed 50 lakhs. So now health and education cess के लिए लो AMT आ गया. What's your regular tax? 585. What's your AMT? 865. Whichever is higher, you have to pay. So what's the tax payable? Huh? Tax payable is 865, 800. But your regular tax is 585. So you've just paid higher to comply with AMT. Tax credit, you can carry it forward for 15 years. 15 years tak you can carry forward. I'm waiting. If you have any doubt, ask. If this unit is in IFSC, International Financial Service Center, it's like a bank inside SEC. Then they will calculate at 9% instead of 18%. So is the scheme easy? Calculate a regular tax with TCS and all. And in income, add back 3580, deduct depreciation on capital expenditure. Add back section 10AA. Add back 80 IB, RRB, QQ tak jo bhi hai wo. So whatever income you get, calculate 18.5%. Now compare the regular tax and this. This tax calculation has to be along with surcharge and 4% ECES and all. Not clear or all clear? Comment below. Yeah, today we have composition class in GST just for 1.5 hours, where all the concepts of the composition section 10 and applicable problems will be clear. Okay, so don't miss the class. Earlier videos you can watch in the concept classes app. For GST, I'm not putting it in YouTube. Chalo. We'll take up one more problem. Shall we solve one problem in notebook? कोई भी एक प्रॉब्लम देख लो, हम नोटबुक में सॉल्व करते हैं. Regular tax. Yeah, tax calculation part, I hope you know it now. Regular tax and AMT, default tax regime and AMT, and like this comparatives they can ask you. Chalo, one more question. Rocky LLP. Now this time it's LLP. So tax rate, dear students, is not slab rate, it's 30%. And this unit started in 22. The unit fills all the conditions of section 10AA. Ma'am, in the first 5 years, 10AA is 100%. Okay. I'm just reading the question and pausing in between reading to interpret as your mind will interpret in exam. Now 23-24 years set up a warehouse for agricultural produce. He fulfills all the conditions of 35AD. Capital expenditure is 75 lakhs including land. Land cost is not allowed, but other all is allowed. है ना? कितना allowed है? 75 lakhs के लिए. So the warehouse became operational with effect from 23. An expenditure of 75 lakhs was capitalized in the books. Now see, 35 AD is also there. Section 10AA is there. But there is no ATI series deduction. So what are the cases? Knock knock AMT mein entry le lo. Either you have reduced the profit by taking section 10AA exemption, 100% tax holiday for 5 years, 50% tax holiday for the next 5 years, or you have taken 35 AD deduction, or you have taken 100% deduction in ATI, A, B and all. है ना? चलो अब इसको कैसे सॉल्व करेंगे? Profit in SEZ, export sales, domestic sales, and profit from operating of warehouse. Okay? तो अलग अलग करते हैं. पहले SEZ वाला कर लेते हैं. Right. What is your export turnover? 80 lakhs. What is your domestic turnover? 20 lakhs. So what's your total turnover? 100 lakhs. What's your total profit? Total profit in the SEZ is 40 lakhs. समझ में आया आपको? 100 lakhs के turnover में 40 lakhs total profit है. तो export turnover कितना है? 80 lakhs. Question mark. Are you all with me and very clear? Total turnover is 100 lakhs. Total profit is 40 lakhs. Export turnover is 80 lakhs. तो कितना exempt होगा? 32 lakhs profit is exempt under section total profit. Export profit which is exempt under section 10AA. ये हमने calculate करके working note में we have kept. Ma'am, can we start with working note? Yes, it's okay. Or you can write the main answer and on the next page do the working note. But if you do it before also, it's okay. They're not going to deduct marks. Now, what's your profit from the warehouse? 1 lakh. I mean, say 1 crore 5 lakhs. So 105 lakhs we will say. Before 35 AD deductions. Now 35 AD has fulfilled warehouse expenditure 75 lakhs including land. Land पे deduction नहीं मिलता. So 65 lakhs is my operating profit में से I'll get 35 AD deduction. What's my taxable profit? 40 lakhs. So what's my taxable profit for warehouse? 40 lakhs. And here, what was my export related profit? 40 lakhs. ये रहा ऊपर. 32 lakhs is exempt. Proportionate. Total turnover, total profit, export turnover. तो ये भी exempt. ये मेरा profit है section 10AA का. This is my taxable profit of the warehouse. What's the total profit? 48 lakhs. And it's an LLP. ये रहा first line. So on my regular profit, compute 30% tax and 4% surcharge and all. यहाँ तक clear है. So put me a message. Are you comfortable this way or you want to do it in notebook? Again reminding, tomorrow I am taking important amendments of PAN, return of income. I've done it in the revision video. I'll do it here. And we will also do advance tax and interest. कैसे charge होगा? And then we are doing the total income problem. Don't miss doing total income practice class live with me. चलो चलें साथ में. देखो my export profit taxable is 8 lakhs. My warehouse deduction के बाद it is 48 lakhs पे 30%. This is my regular tax. Now come back. What's my taxable income? 48. In that, add back 32 lakhs. Add back 65 lakhs because you have deducted. But can you claim depreciation? Yeah. On land, there is no depreciation. But on building, see, total 75 lakhs में land का cost is 10 lakh. Land पे depreciation नहीं. But building पे is depreciation there. Yes. So when I add back 35 AD, can I claim depreciation 6,50,000? Yes. What is adjusted total income? 138 lakhs. In that 18.5%. And why did I take surcharge here? It's an LLP. If the income exceeds 1 crore, surcharge is there 12%. So on tax, add surcharge. And on tax plus surcharge, add 4% cess. So what's my final tax? Oh, my regular tax is less. My AMT is coming more. So I'll have to pay AMT. But actually, I should have paid regular tax. Ab AMT I'm paying. Difference. Can I take tax credit to be carried forward for 15 years? Wherever regular tax is high, I can set off that. वो set off कैसे होता है? I'm telling you, but is it clear to all of you? देखो फिर से देखो. My regular operating income of the warehouse before deduction, I claim deduction and this is income. My export unit ka regular income is 40 lakhs, but in that 32 lakhs I have claimed and this is it. So my regular tax I have done. AMT is same. For all the SSCs, AMT rate is 18.5%. Like, share, subscribe. Chalo. Yeah. So I have claimed 18.5% tax, and then surcharge is always applicable on tax because the income exceeded 1 crore. And on tax plus surcharge 4%, this is my tax payment. Okay. I have taken the credit. Fourth problem you can do as homework. Absolutely same. Okay. But I'm not closing it. I'm going back and explaining you कि AMT का set off कैसे होता है. Will you be able to answer MCQ that AMT is applicable to all the SSCs except company? Because to company, what is applicable, beta? MAT. And AMT is applicable to individual HUF, AOP, BOI if adjusted total income after adding back all that is greater. Now, AMT is 9% if the unit is located in IFSC. Advanced tax and all the provisions are applicable. You can't say, ma'am, mujhe to laka mera tax will be 2 lakh. Because of AMT, I have to pay 5 lakh. You knew that AMT is applicable. So you have to make advanced tax. And if the SSC opts for 115 BAC, default tax regime, then AMT is not applicable. So ये exam में, you know how they will ask you? Normal income या default tax regime. Normal income या AMT. Yes, though which is beneficial to the SSC. And in cooperative society, the AMT rate has been 15%. Surcharge SS के साथ. AMT credit you can carry forward for 15 years. What is AMT credit when AMT is more than your regular income? See, your normal tax is 5. Your AMT is 1500. Then pay the normal tax, whichever is high. Second year, here normal is 5, AMT is 8. Now what you have to pay? 8. But can you take 3,000 credit? Yes. Carried forward for 15 years to be set off when regular taxes move. Here also AMT is more. So 2,000. You can carry forward. Here normal tax is more. 4,500. And AMT is 4,500 and normal tax is 6,000. So pay normal tax 6,000. But can you set off the 1,500 here? ये वाला 1,500. Normal tax is more. Ma'am, normal tax is 6,000. Why can't we set off 5,000 full? No. Minimum 4,500 tax you have to pay. So when normal tax is high, up to AMT 1,500 you can set off. हो गया? And 4,500 tax आ गया. Abhi now normal tax is 8,000 AMT. So 8,000 you pay. But in 8,000, 3,500 already you have paid extra earlier. Can you set off? Yes. And pay 4,500. Okay. I've tried my best to explain you 12-20 से हमने शुरू किया तो ऑलमोस्ट 1 घंटा हो गया. How section 10AA is levied for first 5 years, next 5 years, next 5 years. Then we have done all the exemptions, important ones. You can read it, any doubt, anywhere you felt, Dipti ma'am, you overlooked this exemption and I have a doubt. Click the picture, put a voice note and clear it with voice note. You can type and send. मैं तो type नहीं करती. मैं तो voice note से I'll answer. But surely till exam date कोई doubt छोटा बड़ा नहीं है. Doubt पूछो. Hold on, don't give up. You have attended regular classes, you have written chapter wise exam. Now it's time to do the second revision. So don't give up here. Okay? Right? Make sure you are putting lot of efforts to do the repetition in all the subject. That's what this March month is for. और जहां भी आपको डाउट है पूछो और नोट्स बनाओ अपने. कुछ important चीजें just you have either a marker small board, there you write 2-3 days you watch that. अब section 10AA clear हो गया. Now you can use another one quote on the marker board. Okay, right? So we are closing the class with a prayer. I am not a CA and CMA yet, but I will do whatever it takes to achieve my goals. Hold on, don't give up. Don't go with any of the diversions in the environment. You are bigger than your environment. Watch my 1 minutes videos. They are based on how you are communicating with me, where you are facing the problem. Ma'am, key man insurance का treatment confusing है, बना दिया. मैम फेस्टिवल आ रहा है होली का, क्या करें? जेन्युइन वाला कॉन्फिडेंस यू कैन बिल्ट अप. पढ़ के जाओ या आके पढ़ो. पढ़ना भी है, फेस्टिवल भी करना है. And when you are able to balance, you build up genuine confidence, right? So God bless you all. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Can I request all of you to put the duration where I did TCS or where I started with ये अपना AMT? Yeah, that will be helpful to many of you. Thank you all. See you all tomorrow.